Okay, example 1 here for algebra 4-11. A lake near the Arctic Circle is covered by a 2-meter thick sheet of ice during the cold winter months. When spring arrives, the warm air gradually melts the ice, causing its thickness to decrease at a constant rate. Key word constant rate tells me I'm dealing with a slope. That is a constant, right? Rate, right? A constant rate of change is what slope is. After 3 weeks, the sheet of ice is only 1.25 meters thick. Write an equation, sorry, got distracted there. Write an equation to represent the thickness of the ice after W number of weeks. So following our steps, the first thing we need to do is figure out what the coordinate points are. So in this situation, remember, time is always like your x. And here, they want us to use W for the number of weeks, which means in this case, W is like our x. So our points are going to look like weeks, comma, and then the other number would be that thickness. Meters thick. Okay, so first point we've got right here, and actually let's not use red, let's use orange. 3 weeks, so that's a W of 3. 1.25 meters would be my Y value. So that's one point, but I don't see the second point. Well, let's go back to the beginning here. So this Arctic Circle is covered by a 2-meter thick sheet of ice. 2-meter thick sheet of ice. So they don't tell us how many weeks in that is, which leads us to assume that this is like the starting thickness, or that starting value, aka my y-intercept, which I can get the point from if it's my y-intercept. Ooh, so much crazy stuff. If it's my y-intercept, that means that the weeks would be equal to 0. So this gives me the hidden point, 0 weeks, 2 meters thick. Okay, so I wrote my 2 points. Now I'm going to do step 2 and use those 2 points to find the slope. So m is equal to, and again, I'm just x and y because I know it's easy to confuse those. So 2 minus, I need to write 2 minus 1.25 divided by 0 minus 3. Excuse me. 2 minus 1.25 is going to be 0.75. And 0 minus 3 on the bottom is negative 3. So 0.75 divided by negative 3 gives us, remember we want our fraction as a slope, so that negative 1/4. Okay, so now we need our y-intercept, which we already have, but I'll go through and show you what would happen if we didn't. So we would take our equation that y equals mx plus b. In for m, we're throwing that negative 1/4. And it doesn't matter which point you use. I'm going to use the point with zeros involved because yay zeros, that's fun. And look what actually ends up happening here. This is kind of nice. Anything multiplied by 0 is just 0. 0 plus b is just b. So b is equal to 2, which we knew because this point up here was our y-intercept to start with. So last but not least, put it all together, make your equation. Y equals negative 1/4 x plus b, which is 2. Excuse me. Jump back to the fact that they wanted me using w. So I will get rid of my x value, change it to a w instead. And there is my linear equation.